Hey, everybody, it's Maria from What's the Story with Maria? How's it going? Tonight is Tuesday, January 14th. We are coming to you live. I'm in Jersey tonight. Leo is in California. Leo, hit that promo.
I'm a big fish in a small pond. Got my days free and the nights long. I create my own reality. Who I am is fine with me. As famous as I wanna be. Who I am is fine with me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Who I am.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is Maria from What's the Story with Maria. So we want to welcome you. I am coming to you live from Judy's house in Jersey, and it's pretty here. And behind me is something. Well, this artist is called Brito. He's Brazilian, I believe, and it's really fun and light stuff, and like really a lot of color pop. So I decided to do it from here instead of downstairs. Anyway, it's been a very crazy week, right? So there's a lot going on. We've literally are only halfway through January, not even halfway through, and there's a lot going on. So we want to let you know our guests tonight are Chauncey Dandridge. He's got so much going on. These people are going to cheer us up because it's there's a lot of heavy stuff going on, right? Chauncey Dandridge has a few things going on, and Jennifer Pace, my coworker at Brandy's, is going to join us tonight. I'm so happy. She's in a class, I believe, and then as soon as she can pop on, she will. She's got a show coming up at Swing 46, which is a great jazz club, and Jenny is a great jazz singer. So, so we're going to bring them on soon. But first, I would like to acknowledge a few people we have here. Danielle Alexandria Alchemy has joined us. She's usually our first guest on. Happy Tuesday, Maria, Leo, and What's the Story with Maria crew family. And she always pops on. Danielle is a psychic, medium, past life regressionist. She's a teacher. She does a million amazing things, all of the of spiritual nature. So if you are looking, and she talks to the other side. I mean, I've had my reading and blew me away. And I got it for many, many, many people for gifts as well. Spirit animal readings, all that stuff. So if you are someone that loves that stuff like I do, please check out DanielleAlexandriaAlchemy.com. You shan't be disappointed. Adrian Christian has checked in, sending our love from Los Angeles, and thank you for your support. Oh my God. I do want to talk. That's one of the things I want to talk about tonight. Lori Lawrence. Oh my God. Danielle, Lori Lawrence is a friend of mine that passed away a few years ago. How crazy is that? Lori Towers, my Tuesday night happy place. Well, you are always my happy place, Lori. And it was so good to see you and John last night. We had Chauncey and I will tell you about it. And Susie, Susie and Chauncey, it was their idea, and I just jumped on kind of. But it was an open mic, wonderful kind of start the year off type of thing last night at Stonewall. We wanted to start the year off on a positive note. So we had an open mic, and John and Lori were there, and John read one of his amazing poems that I love so much. It was really cool. So thank you, John, for doing that. Thank you, Lori, for always being there. Lori is a bass player as well. So sometimes she plays bass. Last night she did not. Lynn got on the piano and accompanied John. So Chauncey Dandridge is here. Yes, and he's going to join us. John, what a month. We need this show. Yes, we do. And I need you guys. So that's why we keep doing it. Little wink from Lori. Yep, I think so, Danielle. From Lori Lawrence. I can't believe I said that. Lori Lawrence was a wonderful friend of ours. That was an incredible, supportive person. She worked for NBC. She came to all our shows, and she did pass away suddenly about 7 years ago. But I think of her all the time. So Jill Crozian has joined us. Hi, all. Hi, sweetheart. So now my LA people, or just California people for that matter, and I would. Oh yeah. Okay, great. So these are pictures from last night that Leo is showing. Wonderful, Leo. Yeah, it was a great night. It really was. It was a really, really beautiful night. But my California family, and we have lots of California listeners. Please feel free to check in. Let us know what's happening, if that you're okay. And also, I'd like to extend something. Please let us know if there's a um, particular place that is best to donate. I've seen a million things come up. Most of them seem they were posted by friends that I trust. And but if you know of someone that is a personal friend that has a GoFundMe page or anything like that, please feel free to share it. Um, Send it to me, and I will share it on our show page. Like, oh boy, for instance, first of all, Ashlyn Sacco has joined us. Hi, beauty. She is married to my cousin Billy Raskowski of the famous Raskowskis. Now she's a Raskowski. And she was a gorgeous bride, and she's super smart and a theater kid and a teacher and just an amazing person. So, Ashlyn, I'd love to have you on the show sometime, and maybe some of your friends. Something to think about, Ashlyn. So, Stephen Faust has joined us. Oh my God, Stephen, long time no see. Used to be one of my customers at the duplex. He's from Connecticut, so welcome. I have two. I'm looking here because I have two cameras. Two of them running simultaneously, so I can see who's checking in with us. And Jill, I believe you're also out in California, so let us know how things are going out there. Leo, would you join me? Would you come in and join me? Now I know. Oh, wait a minute. What's happening? Oh, there's a little sleeping bear over there. Leo,
everybody.
eres tú, mi amor, eres tú.
Eres tú,
Eres tú. I heard that the other day. Isn't that funny? It came
Is
on
that
the
Vicky
radio.
Carr?
Was it? Well, Vicky Carr is a Latina.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if she's still alive, but she just went by the last name Carr, but she's a Latina. So I
saw our movie the other day. It was on TV, and I stopped and I watched, and it's when Cher's going through the whole, putting on her new stuff, and Vicky Carr is playing on the album.
Oh my God! Speaking of Cher, Adrian Christian, our beautiful friend who I'm crazy about, sent me the Cher book, the autobiography.
Oh.
And I am so excited to start it. So I got a couple things going on, but I can't wait to start. Oh my God, Cher. Are you kidding me? And so let me see. Let me just check in what everybody's saying. Rena Cruniali-Berge has joined us. Oh my gosh, the cutest teddy bear. I know. So here, look at this little bear. Leo, the cuteness is almost upstaging. And yet it's not. It's just distracting. Your cuteness is distracting. But oh my God, he's so cute. Rena Cruniali, hello and happy Tuesday. My love, same to you. Eddie Kutu, my wonderful friend from high school that runs Blade Salon in Rocky Hill, Connecticut, has checked in. If you're in the Connecticut area, in the Rocky Hill, Connecticut area, please go check out Blade Salon, get your hair did, take some pictures.
Get your hair did. Get your do did.
I know. He's got a great staff over there. They have an amazing Instagram page. So go and check out Eddie's Salon, Blades. And okay, so our friends have checked in, which is wonderful. So Leo, what might this be? What might this
Kelvin.
be? Kelvin Moonlow, famous Broadway star, and also just does amazing musical things across the country. He recently was at the Kennedy Center and singing. He's just a huge talent and a great friend. And he is Mr. January in our 2025 calendar.
Bring in the new year, baby.
If you would like a calendar, please let me know if you need me to mail it out to you. I will. I'll get it out to you. If you're in the New York area, I always have them with me, except last night, of course, when John and Lori came, I had them in the car and I couldn't go to a car, but I always have them with me. Wednesdays, I'm at the duplex. You can come and get them from me. And then Friday and Saturday, I'm at Stonewall. I'm at Brandy's. You can come and get them. Mondays, not every Monday I'm at Stonewall, but most Mondays I am, and I usually have them there too. So just let me know ahead of time, and I'll grab them out of the car. And they're $12 you can't get much for 12. You can't get much for 12 at all. And they're wonderful. So are they 12, Leo, or 15? I can't
I
remember.
think they're 12, and then you $3
Oh, right. And then if I mail them, they're 15.
for
Right.
shipping and handling.
Thank you, honey. I was
A
like,
lot
geez,
of handling on
people
those.
will send me, right. A lot of handling. Okay. So with that said, we are, in a little while, we're going to pull in a couple of our friends. Sometimes I don't book people ahead of time. I leave weeks open for certain reasons, and this was one of those weeks that I left open because all the stuff was happening. When things are happening in the world, sometimes I feel like I need to see and respect what's happening in the world before I go forward with something in a completely different direction. And then today I was looking on Facebook, and I look under the events, and two of my great friends, Chauncey Dandridge, who I love and I'm with at least one night a week, he is producing so many amazing things all over the city. And I was like, Chauncey, you got to try to pop on and tell us about that. And then I'm looking, we're going to talk about them as soon as he joins, but he's producing all kinds of stuff everywhere. In addition to his DJing and all the stuff he's doing and writing.
And songwriting and...
Yes. He is really very eclectic. He's an eclectic guy. And adorable, I might add.
He's an Aries. He's an Aries.
He's an Aries. And Jamie Marie has joined us. Hi, beauty. How are you?
Hi,
honey?
Jamie Marie.
Jamie Marie is from, the Stardust Rock. Oh my God, I just went blank. Stardust, Velvet Stardust. How could I go blank on that? I love them. Velvet Stardust, amazing singing and dancing rock show. It's incredible. So Jamie Marie, maybe you'll come back on and join us soon, honey bunny. Or always let us know if you're doing anything.
Jamie just posted, I thought she posted something about voiceovers. Didn't she, Jamie Marie?
She might have. She might have. And I know Rosie Corcoran, Jamie and Rosie were on our show a while back, and Rosie is in LA. She's been posting a lot of stuff and helping a lot of people. So if any of my California people would like to either in the comments, please pay something that you think is a good organization that helps, or a GoFundMe page that you think is worth looking into, or anything that we can do. Like I know Central World Kitchen or World Central Kitchen, or what is that? I can't remember the exact.
They're down there feeding people.
They're down there feeding people. I mean, I'm this close to volunteering for them. I'm this close to saying I'll take a week off of work and just go down and help, because I just feel like I want to do something. And there's just a lot of great organizations. I was looking. Sean Penn, believe it or not, is out there with trucks and all kinds of stuff. And I think Bethany Frankel too. So there's a lot of good celebrities that are being very, very, very helpful.
Even without the celebrities, a person, just a general person that started in the Pasadena Rose Bowl parking lot, started a food gathering. There was like 2 people when he started. And when they put out the call, and now there was like over 100 people serving food, as well as people just coming to help out. Like, it really it blew up for him.
And we want to thank the firefighters out there, incredible angels on earth, not just the California firefighters, but Canada and Mexico,
Canadian
have sent their bravest to help out. And I am very moved by that.
And Canada also, I think, sent some air support as well, I believe.
Yes, they have. Oh my God, look who's here. Juliana Cesari. She's in Malibu. Yeah. She's there, and I've been in touch with her all week. I was a little worried about you, Julie. I'm glad she and Steve evacuated and were out of their place for a couple of days. Now they're back. They're doing wonderful job out here, Maria. Thanks for your support. Well, I love you, Julie. Julie was my director at Tony and Tina's wedding. Julie is the reason I have my equity card, and I will never let anybody forget that. So thank you, Julie. I love you. And if there's anything you need, please let us know, and we will help out with that. John Pietero, no shock that Trump and the other fascists are blaming the fires on. Look, I am beside myself. Like, you know, when someone is okay, someone's annoying. Let's say you're at a party and someone's just annoying. You're like, who is that guy? Like, what an annoying. But then when they start to get, now it's just dangerous. Then there comes a time at that party when someone has to throw that nut bag out. And I just feel like this is not a time to act like a buffoon. People really need help. It just put a lid on it, man. Just, you sound like a moron. Put a friggin' lid on it. But anyway, we have a long road ahead of us, folks. So what Leo and I have been talking about, and Chauncey, and that was the reason we did our show last night, is just please staying focused on positive things. Help your fellow man, help your community, reach out to your friends, because whatever the hell is happening in the government, we cannot control, and they are going to beat each other up soon. That's what I said to Lynn Portis. They're going to start eating each other. I cannot be involved in that. I will be involved in helping my friends. That's all I know.
I'll be involved in serving them up.
Right. Rebecca Whiteman has joined us. Hi, my love. So good to see you. Roberta Blonde Troper has joined us. She's wonderful. They're both wonderful. Roberta and Rebecca, wonderful people. I know
there's a genius in the house.
Yes, there is a genius in the house, and she is the common denominator between those two people as well. So we welcome you here. Now, has Jennifer popped in yet?
Nope.
Okay, so I think it's safe to bring on our wonderful, handsome.
Can you handle two fire signs at the same time?
I don't know.
You're going to need that Gemini power.
That's right. Oh my God, he's got little ears. Oh, now everybody's doing this because of Wicked. Everybody's doing that. How cute. Chauncey.
Hi.
You were going to pop on last week.
Hi, Leo.
We were talking about Chauncey, and it was like we just had too much going on. So, Chauncey, first of all, you know how much I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
We're pals. And then
Maria knows when I need water.
It's a little inside joke, but and Chauncey knows when I need water.
Yeah.
So anyway, we work really well together, and we love each other. And Chauncey's just busy as busy can be. Now today, tell everybody what you were doing today.
Well, she just signed on a little while ago, but I went to visit the one and only Lynn Portis in Long Island.
That's right.
And we had a creativity session, and we've rocked out 3 brand new original songs.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was pretty awesome. It was, we've worked together where like I sent her lyrics and she worked on something, and then we, back and forth kind of energy. But this was the first time we were in the same room creating. And we're both, I'm on a cloud. I'm floating. I'm in a cloud. We're like, we had a lot of coffee, but I think our like just being in the same room and her being the musician that she is and me being the poet and us like not being afraid to I don't like that or I love that.
Yeah.
We were able to just 3 hours, we got 3 new songs.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Like I'm so thrilled right now, and I'm so excited to kick the year off with creativity,
Well, that's okay. You just said it. You said what we have been saying at work for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
We cannot change what is happening, you know where. But what we can do, and I feel that it is our duty to do so, and Leo, we've talked about this as well, is to just pump out as much great creative energy as possible, because they're going to do what they're going to do one way or the other. Let's just make as much art and beauty and music and dance and as much as we can. Now is our time. We must. The world is
that's
clamoring for it.
That's kind of what they're envious of us about, and that's one of the things that they like. Just not all of them can muster up on their own, so they're like,
yep,
stifle that because that's where they shine. So let's make sure that they don't do that because they'll prove us wrong, Yeah,
and I feel like there are certain groups of people, like even when we were growing up, There's always those ladies in the neighborhood that were like, bah, 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 bah. If something good happened, they had to knock it down. Well, you know what he's doing on the side. We were talking about that today with Judy. There's always those people that are like, well, if you ask me, nobody asked you.
Yeah, nobody asked you.
Nobody asked you. So, I think it's important to stay grounded and strong and positive, but also really, this is the year to be creative as hell.
Like, let it out. Let it out.
Yes. Don't, because anger turned inward is depression. I've heard that a million times. And I always forget. I'm like, oh. So we can't turn the anger inward. We have to let it go. We have to put it somewhere positive. And
you know what I also heard?
Read some Brecht. Read some Brecht. See how he did it during 1940s when he had to when he wrote plays against the Gestapo and the German invasion. Then read some of those plays like Mother Courage and Galileo and get them out there. And I know Pietro loves some Brecht. So
yes.
And they also say the opposite of depression is creativity.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
Wasn't that in Rent?
That wasn't in Rent. I would never have quoted Rent.
There is a line in there, and there is one, and
Leo is highly offended now.
La vie bohème, la vie bohème. The opposite of hate isn't its creation.
Okay, all right. You're both right.
Right.
You're both right. Create revolutionary arts. Yes, absolutely. And any time period in history where things were not great, people produced the most beautiful, beautiful art, music, dance, scripts, everything. So we must continue to do that. Now, Chauncey, next Monday at Stonewall, you have a big event coming up.
Yes, it's my monthly Freak Out Variety show where
I love. I love that show.
I shine a light on queer performance artists, musicians, local, sometimes international. If we get somebody to fly in that I know from Montreal, and we're in our 8th year. It's been going pretty long time.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah, started it a couple of years after I started working at Stonewall, and it started out as a comedy show with a little bit of music, and now it's mostly music and performance art and all that. And this particular Monday happens to be Inauguration Day, and there's a lot of things going on in the city to counteract that negativity. Not negativity, but that situation. But
it's also MLK Day, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my friend Babs asked me to put together a screening of a documentary called 1946. So we're starting the night off with that. Doors at 6:30. We're going to hit play on the documentary right promptly at 7. It is a documentary about the time when homosexuality was misinterpreted in the Bible in 1946. I thought it was a lot longer ago. I don't know if I said that right. But it was only 1946 that this happened, and that's what caused all the homophobia and all the anti-gay sentiment. So we're going to watch that documentary. It's about an hour and a half, and then right at 8:15 or so, we're going to kick off a great show with some amazing talent. They're all right there. Carlos Acosta, who works at Stonewall as well. Bodega, Simon Plante, Justice LeBrave, who's a regular. I
love me some Justice.
Darlene Toby is a burlesque artist, and we both worked at Housing Works years ago together. Chris Cherry is a regular, amazing, and Holly Cinnamon, who, if you don't know who Holly Cinnamon is yet, you will by the end of this month if you follow me around, because
yes, and that's I have that written down for your next event.
Yeah, that's at Red Eye. I do a show called Trifecta. We're in our 3rd or 4th month, where I showcase 3 artists. 2 are supporting, and then 1 is the headliner, and then that headliner moves out, and one of the 2 supporting becomes the headliner, and we bring somebody else in. So it's a trio.
I love that. It's rotating. That's so great.
And can you tell my dad was a gambler and loved betting on horses, because Trifecta has been in my head for a while.
Yes, I love that.
But also, just to add in, speaking of the wildfires, on Tuesday the 21st, well, the Trifecta event is the 22nd, but on the 21st at Stonewall, my friend Roman Darkholm, who on Instagram he goes by Slut for Butt, but he's a maniac.
He's great though. He is fantastic. I love him.
Huge multimedia explosion of like video wall behind him that he sets up, and he does this amazing like 80s inspired like dance pop maniac music. Like it's so much fun and so high energy, and he looks like he came out of an aerobics video all the time.
He's so funny. He's like
he actually reminds me. I call him the new Joe D'Alessandro from the Andy Warhol days.
Oh yeah,
remember one of his muses who had the long hair? He kind of reminds me of him. But he has this like, and he moved to LA, and him and his roommate had to evacuate. And the coolest part about it is he's doing a show on the 21st at Stonewall, and all the proceeds are going to Paris Hilton's charity for the victims of the wildfires.
Wow.
Yeah, she's doing some great stuff, Paris Hilton.
She's doing, look, everybody has their arc, right, in life. Everybody has different seasons of their life.
Yeah.
And she's in a season of her life that she's really turned things around. It's good. It's good.
I think motherhood probably did that for her.
Yeah, and time. I think there's nothing better than just growing older, and you just learn things. And you look back and you're like, man, what the hell was I doing in my 20s? Or what was I thinking? And the thing is, you're not thinking. You're not thinking in your 20s. You're just doing.
Yeah.
So it's okay. But she's doing great things now. So Michelle Goodell has joined us. Hi, Michelle Goodell, my buddy. So do we Google slut for butt? Yes, go ahead. He's actually hysterical. He's a very funny comedian.
Just go on Instagram and type in @slut for butt.
Right. And Michelle Ruiz, your buddy, my
Hi,
buddy.
Michelle.
I love Michelle. Michelle loves my cocktails. So I always feel so appreciated by Michelle Ruiz. She enjoys a fruity cocktail that I make. What's the matter, Leo?
It's so slow. Can we just pick up the pace?
Oh,
I see what you did there.
see what he did there? Oh my God. Jenny, what's up, baby?
I just took a yoga class. I'm at the gym.
Oh, okay. I knew you were doing something.
Yeah. But yeah.
You love yoga. You do a lot of yoga.
I try to go every day. I'm here to say it makes me feel great.
And you teach it as well, right, Jen?
No, I used to kids, but no, I'm not. I just take it now.
Yeah, but that's great.
Takes it.
That's amazing. Jenny, does it help you with your singing?
Absolutely.
I would imagine.
Yeah, because it's all that support and and the breathing. This class was great.
Wow.
Right.
So you recommend that class? Where is it?
It's a yin yoga, and you basically get into positions and hold them, but like stretches, nothing like crazy. And you just breathe for like 3 to 5 minutes.
Oh my God, I love
and
that.
Everyone's really into it. And this was a great class. I'm glad I came. I thought I was supposed to work. That's why I didn't. Yeah, I thought I was working, but not tonight.
But it worked out that you could come to the show because I was scrolling through Facebook, and I saw that you have a jazz show coming up.
I do. Right? I'm really excited to be back there at Swing 46.
Swing 46, which is, if you've never been there, folks, it's such a cool club. It's like really walking back in time.
It really is. They have a wooden dance floor, and it's really, it's great. I've been there a few times, and it's I'm with a 4-piece band.
So it's the Jennifer Pace Quintet?
Quintet, yeah. I make 5. I've got 4 guys. Piano, bass, drum, and sax and flute. He'll play flute too.
Wow.
And I love these guys. They're great. They're great musicians. So hi, Chauncey.
Hi, Jennifer.
I know you guys are pals. From 5:30 to 8:30, right?
Yeah, there's 3 sets. And it's on West 46, right near Don't Tell Mama.
Right. And how much is it to get in, Jen? What's the
It's
cover?
a $15 ticket, and
that's nothing.
And then they have great food and drinks, and
they do delicious food.
And they've been there forever. You know what I'm saying? But
it's one of those places you walk by and you're like, it'll be years you walk by and say, I'm going to go there someday. And then you do go there and you're like, why haven't I been here before?
Yes.
Right, Chauncey?
Yeah, that's New York.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like there's a lot of live music popping up.
Yes, there is.
A lot of jazz clubs, you know?
People want that. People are hungry for it, yeah.
I think so, you know?
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Who picks the material, Jenny, for this quintet? Who's this? You do?
Yeah. I'm putting my sets together. Yeah.
I love that.
And I'll do all like Porter, Arlen, Gershwin, Ellington. Yeah, all my favorite stuff. Have a
Yeah.
good night. Thank you for class. I'll see you Wednesday.
See, this is a true New York moment. This is a
It,
true New
she
York moment.
she is amazing.
So that's
She
your teacher?
she's my teacher. Yeah, she just was
Wow.
going down the steps.
Oh my God. How cool is that?
I love Equinox too. I really love it. It's really expensive, but it's worth it.
Listen, it's like my girlfriend's the same way. She doesn't mind paying. She goes to Equinox too. She doesn't mind paying extra for things, but she gets amazing
I'm trying to go
results.
every day. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
if I go every day, it's like $10. You know what I mean? Try to work it out.
right.
You know?
Then it's worth it, you
Yeah.
know. So you picked the
So I'll pick the
playlist.
material. I'll decide. I'm the band leader, which is it's
Well, it's
different.
in your blood, Jenny. It's in your
It
blood.
is. It's in my blood.
So I had the pleasure of meeting your adorable and so talented dad. So you come from a musical
I do.
family,
My
and
father, yes, and my grandfather.
oh,
My grand,
really?
yeah, my grandfather. I thought you knew this.
Sal, I think you told me, right?
Sal Pace. He clarinet
Sal
and
Page.
saxophone. I know that's the Italian in me.
I
Um,
love it.
he worked with a lot of the big bands. He was in the movie Pinup Girl with Betty Grable. If you've ever seen the movie Pinup Girl, he's blown his sax in the front row. He
Oh,
played sax
wow.
and clarinet.
That's
Really
so
great, like really
cool.
great.
That is amazing.
I got to
So,
sing with him a few times, but
and
before he
now
passed.
what? So you got that from your dad. You grew up, you're a musical kid. You're always around that. So that's probably where your love of like all the standards comes from,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, totally.
Yeah. And
I
now
used
you
to just look at them, just pour through those fake books with all those great songs.
you did as a
They
kid,
they stuck to me, yeah,
of
as a
course.
kid. Because I don't know, do you read music? Because I don't.
Not so much. I mean, I can
I
follow
mean,
along, but I'm not
yeah,
great
yeah,
at it.
me too, sort of. But I'm sure you're better
Yeah.
because you write. So, I mean, when
Nah,
you
not
write,
so much.
what do you do when you write? Do you get somebody to transcribe it, or
Yes. I do. That's what I usually will hire someone like Lynn. When I if I write a song by myself, which I do on the guitar quite often,
right?
then like, do you remember Jay Bradley?
Oh, God rest his
Yeah,
soul.
our pal,
Yeah,
God rest his soul, our pal Jay Bradley. I would give it to Jay, and he would transpose it. I mean, he would put it into a beautiful, like, sheet music for me. I'd say
yeah,
like I just wrote this, and then Greg Schlotthauer also sometimes he'd write the arrangements. Lynn Portis writes a lot of arrangements for me. All
she's
these
great.
wonderful, she's amazing. All these
Pianists,
wonderful people,
musicians, yeah,
musicians to me are the best
magic.
people on earth.
Yeah, yeah. I, I can't agree with you more. Yeah, really
Nobody
amazing.
better. I'll take a musician any day of the week.
I
They're
know, me
just
too.
grounded and they're good people and their hearts are big and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. Swing
It's
46.
Swing 46 the 23rd, not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
Okay.
And time flies, doesn't it? It's
So
crazy. Like,
people
is
have
it
something
like
to do the 20th, the 21st, 22nd, and now the
As,
23rd.
that's what exactly when I was looking at this for you, the two of you, you could literally Monday night go to Stonewall
because you
and
guys are
catch,
there Monday, right?
yeah, catch. I'm not there every Monday. Chauncey is, but I'm there like every other Monday because Susie and I often will trade it out. Like she'll work one and then I'll work one. Sometimes if it's really crazy busy, we'll work together. But
Right.
this Monday I'll be there with Chauncey for Freak Out. That'll be great. Then Tuesday, no, Tuesday there's nothing. Tuesday you have a night.
Tuesday's
Oh,
the Suffer Bet.
that's right. Red Eye, right?
No, that's the Roman Darkroom, the Suffer Bet on Tuesday at
I've
Stonewall.
never
Oh,
been to
right.
Red Eye. I hear it's great.
Yeah, where is Red Eye exactly, Chauncey?
It's 41st and 9th. It's like right off the corner of 9th Avenue.
I know a lot of people are playing there now.
Yeah, it's a really great stage. Really great staff, everything. Really great drinks too. They do coffee during the day, so at night they do coffee cocktails.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they do some really fun things, and like the quality of the drinks, and it's just like another level up. It's a cool place. It's a little
I'll
off
have
the
to
beaten
check
path.
it out.
It's a little
But I
off the
mean,
beaten
but like
path.
all these places now opening, I feel like it's really good.
I know
After,
it is really
after
good, and
the
we need it. I think a lot of COVID had its silver linings, and I mean there were few, but they
yeah,
were there. And I think one of them was that we were home more, so we created more because we were losing our minds, right?
yeah,
So a lot of us were like, when I get out of this, I'm going to do this, 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 and that. And I think sadly, a lot of places closed, but a lot of people said, you know what? I've always wanted to open up a little place and I'm going to do it. And I think that happened quite a bit too, even with restaurants.
Yeah.
You know, it's like kind of a renaissance happening.
Well, look, thank God all the piano bars we work at are still there, right?
Oh my God.
I mean, really,
Absolutely.
you
I
know,
mean, remember Brandy's, we were literally outside
singing on the street.
singing on the street in January.
Yeah.
But our customers were so amazing.
Loyal. Yeah.
Loyal, and we had those lamps, those heat lamps, and they sat out there. They would bring blankets, and they sat out there every night. And
Yeah, we had the microphone out, but the piano player would be inside. So it wasn't a cordless then. We didn't have the cordless. Remember?
Yes.
It wasn't right. Wasn't it like a
No,
corded
not
mic?
yet. You're right.
Yeah. It was ridiculous, but we made it work.
We made it work. And you know what? People really showed up. Like they would come in big groups. They bring blankets. They bring snacks.
Really?
And they would tip us really well. And it was a short amount of time, but we made it happen.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was quite a time.
I would honestly be cool with every like 4 to 5 months we have a 2-week lockdown.
I don't know about that, but
I had so much time to be creative, and I was like,
well, that's what it is.
And now I'm like, but I always laugh about it. I'm like, I kind of liked it for a little while, and then
there was a lot to like.
I got very focused. Yeah. No, I learned a lot about myself during that time.
And didn't you teach a yoga class during that time on Zoom?
No, you know what I did with Marie's Crisis? We went virtual.
Right.
And we did videos. I did like 400 videos, literally 400 different songs, and I made like Venmo. People were into it. I paid my bills somehow. I did.
Absolutely.
Because people were really hungry for that connection, and to have, like this, like what we're doing,
like specific entertainment, like what they want.
I was taking requests. It was great.
I know.
There was silver lining a little bit.
Yeah, there was, and people were so generous and sweet. And I do want to say that I remember what that felt like to be on the receiving end of people saying, like, don't give up, just keep doing your thing. New York will be back. So I would like to now, Jen, I know your sister's in California, right?
Yeah, she's in Hawthorne, which is right near the airport, so she's okay. But I mean, I just put up a GoFundMe for her friend of hers lost everything. Like she lives in Altadena, so I mean, Altadena is decimated. So is Pacific, and I go there like a lot. I know it really well, and I'm like, I'm supposed to go in April for my birthday, so I'm kind of like, oh my God, it's gonna take years and years, right? I mean.
Yeah, I was listening to someone today on MSNBC because I didn't watch any news since the election. And I started watching it or listening to it because I have Sirius in my car. And I started listening to MSNBC again like 2 days ago because of the fires.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just want to be like abreast of this situation and know what's happening. And it was really what the guy said. It's a guy that's volunteered over and over. Like he was in Haiti. He's been everywhere that there's been disasters. And this guy and his wife go and volunteer. And what they said, which gave me hope, was you think it's never going to happen. But one day at a time, if you just do what's in front of you that day, he's like now we started clearing out rubble.
Right.
And we'll just clear out as much as we can every day. And then we'll start by creating foundations again. And then the way he said
one day at a time,
one day at a time. And he's like, the next thing you know, you built back up a community. But it's a lot, and it's going to cost billions and billions of dollars. And even today, one of our Tony and Tina friends put up that the original Tina, Nancy Casare, I think her last name was, she and her husband, they lost everything in their house. And a lot of our actor friends live out there.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
So
I
many.
mean, it's just crazy. Well, it just made me think. For some reason, the news. I was watching the Carter funeral, and I was so moved, and I learned so much about him that I didn't know. I mean, what he did and the things he did, one step at a time, right?
Right. Yeah. And people don't always know because I mean, sadly, we're in a society of like showbiz, right? So like even these politicians, if you're not this big personality, people forget about you, and that started with Reagan. Like Reagan was the beginning of like that
Stop you when
big
you're wrong.
person,
Yeah, you're so right. Yeah.
right? That
Yeah, I know.
showbiz baby. And Carter was just like this peanut farmer from Georgia,
He
but
scrappy as hell, man. Just like, yeah.
he had great ideas.
Yeah, so
And
smart.
so many of his
He was a
things
physicist. He was like a nuclear physicist. I didn't know any of
isn't
that.
that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, like, just so
Yeah.
I
amazing.
didn't know. Wow.
Did so many things that are still in play now, like Department of Education, and
Yeah, it's just
so many things, So we have to be grateful to these thankless people,
yes, yes,
that
yes,
these unsung heroes, and continue
yes.
to do their work in other ways in our lives. But Chauncey, you do it, Jenny, you do it. It's like we go out there in the world and we don't just perform or produce, but we try to send ripples out of good,
Yep. Well, that's
know,
with yoga's good too. I feel like it's a good thing with singing and doing yoga. It's like it's a nice blend of, putting out that good energy.
absolutely.
And the world
Yeah, I
needs it.
feel like lately I have to, with all this weather stuff, my lungs are so compressed and it's hard to sing the way I'm used to singing. And I have to do something. So I have to go back to
Well,
the
I
gym.
have a guest pass. You can come with me anytime.
I've never done it, but I'm willing to give
You
it a
can.
try.
I have some
Yeah.
guest passes if you ever want to.
Okay. Well, good to know. All right, we're going to take a second to do the food section of our show.
All right,
Jenny,
I'm
do you
going
have
home.
to go? You got to go, right?
I may have thought of you. I made chicken marsala tonight before I came to the gym. So
Delicious. Well,
if I
honey,
could,
thank you for joining us.
mwah, and
I
mwah.
love
Thank
you.
you.
And once again,
Good to see
Thursday,
you, Chauncey.
January
Likewise.
23rd,
Bye,
Jennifer
Leah.
Pace
Yes,
and
January
Ted.
23rd, 5:30 to 8:30.
Okay, go and check it out. It's only
Okay, love
15
you.
bucks. Love you, honey.
I'll see you soon. Okay.
Soon.
Okay,
All
bye.
right, bye, sweetheart.
Hi, Jen.
Bye.
Hi, Jen.
Chauncey, stick
Yeah.
around for a second here. All
Yeah.
right, so when I'm in Jersey, I don't cook. When I'm home, I cook because here I'm a very messy cook and Judy is very clean. So it doesn't happen. Just doesn't happen. So we went out to dinner. We went to this new place tonight in Edgewater called Lulu's Greek. It's Lulu's Greek Lounge.
Lulu's back
I
in
heard
town.
that, Lulu.
Oh my God. So I love Greek food. I haven't had it in so long. So these are chicken kebabs, delicious chicken kebabs, rice pilaf, which is my favorite kind of rice. As kids, we had a lot of rice pilaf. I think because Massachusetts has a lot of Greek influence, believe it or not. This is baba ganoush, my all-time favorite. Baba ganoush is ground up eggplant. It's so good. And you have it with pita bread. This I had never tried, and I'm going to tell you, it's one of the best things I've ever had. What it is red peppers ground up and turned into a paste with walnuts. So ground walnuts and ground red peppers, and they turn it into a paste. And it's one of the best things I've ever tasted in a Greek restaurant. So that is, and then of course the pita bread made from scratch. So that is that. Now the dessert, I pulled a Leo and I ate it. Leo usually, sometimes Leo will make stuff for a show, and I'm like, "Where is it, Leo?" He's like, "I ate it." I'm like, okay. So we had a delicious baklava, but that's gone. So Judy always has dates, and I thought that would be great. So dates are very Middle Eastern of that region. So that'll be our dessert tonight. A few dates. Nothing wrong with that.
Second dessert.
What? My second dessert. I know that was so good. It was so good.
Was it pistachio or was it walnut?
Pistachio, and they put a little bit of homemade pistachio ice cream right on the plate.
Wow.
I know. So I highly recommend it. It's pretty new. I mean, they have others in Jersey, but this one is new. It's in Edgewater. It's on Old River Road, not regular Old River Road.
Okay.
And go and check it out. And they also have a hookah lounge in the front if you're into that. So a lot of people are. But go and check it out. It's delicious Greek food. If you just want to take out, there's another great place. It's on Anderson Avenue in Fort Lee, and it's Greek to Me. So that's a great Greek restaurant, and I love Greek food. To me. Yeah, and I don't get Greek food enough. Rizzo, what is your problem? Rizzo is trying to get my attention. I have no treats.
She wants some of that food.
She's like, yeah, she wants something. I'll give her a little piece of pita bread. That's all.
She's like, you ate my baklava.
I know.
What's interesting, Maria, is I grew up in Harrison, right off of Passaic Avenue, which becomes River Road. So
Oh,
you're
right.
on a street that would eventually get to the house I grew up in.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Chauncey, did your mom ever like blend because you're Polish and Puerto
Italian.
Rican and Italian? Did they ever like mix the recipes? Is there something unique that you had
Great
that
question.
was?
See, my mom learned how to cook. My mom was the Polish one, and she would cook more of like the American meals, and a little more like the weird, like very American, like like chicken cutlets and roast beef with peas and carrots and all that. But we grew up with my grandparents, so my grandmother would cook occasionally, but my dad was a cook as well. So my mom learned how to make the sauce on Sundays. So my mom learned how to cook more, and we had a big family, and a lot of like relatives would come over all the time. So we would go to the grocery store and get a dozen boxes of ravioli, and that was for one Sunday. Like 144 raviolis,
What? How many people were eating?
Well, there were 7 of us that lived in my house, and then my grandmother's 3 sisters lived diagonally. My Aunt Lulu, my Aunt Mary, and my Aunt
You talk about them all the time.
Yeah. So they would come over for dinner. Then my father's sister lived downstairs, and her family didn't really like her cooking. They would come up and have some of our food. So we always had to make a lot of food. Like there was always sauce in the refrigerator.
Yep.
There was gravy in the refrigerator. So we would have pasta on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sunday.
Yep.
And if we wanted to we used to make English muffin pizzas with the sauce.
And you're all boys in your family, right?
Yeah, we're all boys. We're a big family too. Like none of us were really skinny.
So your mom had to crank it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Polish and the Italian, that's the Raskowskis. My cousins, the Raskowskis, their mom is Polish, is my cousin Marisa. No, she's Italian, and their dad is Polish, Billy Raskowski. So, but that's a great combination. It's a great combo, and we had a lot of that combination in Massachusetts. A lot
sausage pierogies, and
I love pierogies.
Well, I make a dish I call it Polish jambalaya. I make like a jambalaya, but I use kielbasa.
Why not? That sounds so good.
I love all kinds of like bratwurst, kielbasa.
Yes,
sausages,
me too.
Anything in a casing, I love.
Yeah, and anything like kind of spicy. And you make pasta fazool too, right?
Yeah. What I need to make escarole and beans. I haven't made that in a long time. That's possibly my favorite Italian dish.
Come up here, Twinkie. Twinkie.
You get a nice thing of bread with butter, and you just dip it in the. So I'm a bean lover too. I love beans.
Yes, I know you do. Beans are good. Judy too.
Awesome.
Judy loves beans. Christy Mickelson has joined us, Mike, from Stonewall. Hi, Christy.
Jambalaya is a Carpenter song.
Jambalaya, not a Carpenter. Who said that?
Somebody just said that.
No, Chauncey. What are you seeing? What are you seeing?
I just saw that.
Our sister.
Jill G is
I'm looking it up right now. Jambalaya on the Bayou.
What's Jambalaya on the Bayou?
A Carpenter song. I gotta find that.
I never heard of it.
Right now.
Although Danielle
said it.
She loves the Carpenters. What?
A good bad Joe, he gotta go meal miles.
Oh.
He gotta go pull the pirogue down.
Oh, so it's not their original, but it's a version of it.
Sweetest one, meal mile.
Who makes everything sound gorgeous?
Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, that was but she does it as a kind of a. She's so girl. Oh my God, the best singer of all, my favorite vocalist of all time.
Oh, that voice.
Oh my God. What did we do? Go ahead, keep eating. We didn't say that. I think Rena always does it at home, but that was a section of our show called 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Keep eating. There it is. Delicious Greek food. Love it. So good. It was so good. Twinkie I wish Twinkie would come up here. Twinkie, get up here so we can show everybody how cute you are. She's Judy's dog, and I love her so much. She's looking at me.
You're right, Kenny. I remember there's a different version of that, and it's featured in what's the movie that we quote all the time? Still Magnolias.
Oh.
And it gets faster and it gets faster, and that lady that put two bigs in a blanket, she's dancing to that song.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Steel Magnolias, I can finally say this. I'm a chain. Because my friend Francesco, who helped me conceive Freak Out, is doing a Freak Out in New Jersey on March 3rd in Rutherford.
You're Dolly Parton. You're a chain.
I'm a chain.
What?
You met Francesco, I think, right?
I think so.
He helped me conceive Freak Out. Like, he came to me with the idea like 8 years ago or whatever. And he's a actor, director, producer, writer, everything. He's basically the heterosexual version of me.
Well, look at that.
So we do Freak Out at Stonewall, but he's kicking off a Freak Out New Jersey in Rutherford on March 3rd. If you look on my Instagram, it's the venues there. I don't know it offhand, but yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to try to go and see that and christen the new Freak Out. So
I love
there's
that.
Freak Out New York, and now there's going to be Freak Out New Jersey. I'm excited.
Oh my
Freak
God,
Out.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Now, also, let's talk about Red Eye again for a minute. The trifecta is Holly Cinnamon,
Yes.
Stefan Wiener, remember my friend that I brought to Freak Out, and you were so nice, and you were like, sure, you can have your friend in the show. And
I love
now
him.
you guys are friends, and I'm so happy.
And Carlos Acosta.
Of course, our
Yeah.
love, Carlos, whose brother, by the way, if you're in the Jersey area
Yes.
or New York, his brother has one of my favorite bakeries. It's called Vegan Pastry Lab. I'm not even a vegan, and I love this shit.
Oh my God, everything is so delicious.
Oh my God. Vegan Pastry Lab in Inglewood, New Jersey. Go and check it out if you're there. So the other Acosta brother is the owner of that, but I think Carlos works there.
Yeah, Carlos.
So if you want to go to Red Eye is what's the date again, Chauncey?
That's Wednesday the 22nd.
22nd. Okay.
It's a
So
7:30 doors, 8 o'clock show. Three artists. It's on 41st and 9th off of 9th Avenue.
Yep.
Right by Port Authority.
And that should be really, really fun. Going back just for a second, because our show's going to end soon.
Yeah.
Going back to the California fires, we have posted, one of our friends, Mel England, had this, just a list of all the services. If you want to go, it's on our page, our What's the Story with Maria page. So go and check that out. As things come in, we will let you know about them, ways to help. Bill Goffey is watching, ways to help. And also, just let us know if there's some way that we can help and something that we can do, or if someone wants to come on the show and talk about it, because we want to help and we want to do good things. On January 18th, we're not going backwards. United, we march forward together. I think isn't this true that John and Lori are involved in this? Saturday.
Yeah, I'll be there with them too. We're going to meet up there.
Oh my God.
It's the People's March. If you look up at People's March on Instagram, you can find out all the information. They helped created the Women's March that happened after the first.
I went to that in Washington, D.C.
So did I.
You did?
Yeah.
Who? I didn't know you then, though.
I know we didn't know each other then.
But we may have passed.
So they're doing another one in D.C. on the 18th, but they're doing it all over the country as well.
I love
and
that.
in other countries too. I think there's one in Italy too.
I believe it. Look who's joined us.
Aww.
Rizzo, say hi to everybody. She's so cute.
Hi, Riz.
She just got groomed. Doesn't she look adorable?
Oh my God,
that's why I wore blue. I wore blue to match my Rizzy.
You look so cute in that outfit. That little.
Hey, there are worse things I could do.
Oh, that's right.
What would your Care Bear power be?
Smiles.
Twinkie, why don't you get up here and show everybody how cute you are? Twinky's shy, but Twinkie's really cute. But anyway, okay.
Well, name is Twinkie. I'd be shy if my name was Twinkie.
Yeah, but she's furba, as the Italians say. So she's dumb like a fox. She plays dumb, but she's the smartest one of all of them. We called her Twinkie because when she was a puppy and she would lay down, she looked like a giant Twinkie.
Oh,
You see, that's what we're always thinking in desserts.
Yeah.
And the other dog is Oreo. So a lot of desserts.
I used to be a Twinkie. Now it's more like an eclair.
Well, listen, you can't be a Twinkie forever. You can't.
Womp, womp.
Lynn got me a St. Joseph cake for today for dessert.
Really?
Oh, one of my favorites.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Long Island. The pastry shops are amazing. The delis are amazing. There's some
How
good
quick did you
delis.
find the little thingy?
The
Isn't
what?
that the St. Joseph cake where you have there's a little St. Joseph in the
I never
No.
heard that. I never heard that, Leo.
or is
No,
that King's cake?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
King's cake.
that's
It's the
King's
pastry.
cake.
That's King's cake.
But it's either filled with custard or cannoli cream. Oh my god.
Oh my God, I love the cannoli cream. I like them both actually.
I like them both too.
Give me one of each. I'll
Just
take
give me
one of
cannoli cream on a piece of cardboard and I'll eat it.
Absolutely, 100%. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Oh, St.
And,
Joseph's is in March.
oh, look, Kenny Holcomb has joined us. Hi, Kenny. The Carpenters didn't originally record that song. You're right.
Right.
You're absolutely right. We're going back to that. Christy Mickelson says, I love Karen Carpenter. Never knew she. Yep, it's true. And you're right about her struggle with anorexia. Yeah, it's crazy, but it was those things happen. So anyway, now, why are you growling, Twinkie? You either want to be on screen or you don't. So come up here. I'm telling you. Anyway, okay, we've come to the end of our show. Chauncey, why don't you leave us with something to start the year off right as creatives? What would you send out into the universe to keep us all on the right track?
Anything that you've been hesitant or afraid to do for the past 5 or 6 years, start it.
I love that. I needed that, Chauncey.
Yeah.
I needed that big time. Woo!
You can't wait. You just can't.
No, you can't. You just got, and you know what? Just start. That's it.
Yeah.
Just start. And don't be a perfectionist about stuff because then you get nothing done. Leo, why are you chuckling?
Because they have those I think it's Mountain Dew commercials where they have a person laying on their donkey in the kitchen or something. And the guy comes in the room, he goes, "Get off your..."
All right. I've never seen that, but it's true. Get off your...
Yeah.
This is the
For
year.
God's sake, can we go back to regular math? Can we teach kindergarten, first and second graders regular math, please?
Well, you're running a math camp, right?
We're going to start a math camp because they need to learn the basics before they can do all the ethereal. Think about it this way: learn how to add first, and then you can think about
the basics.
Lord Almighty!
So many problems we don't have to face, right, Chauncey?
Right.
All right, we have come to the end of our show. We want to thank everybody that's joined us. I hope I didn't miss anyone. There's so many great people. I'm looking at 2 different screens. What?
I was going to say, Jen Pace's birthday is in April. Is she also an Aries?
She might be. She might be, or a Taurus. I think she's. I'll have to look. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
It would be Pisces, Aries, or Taurus, or
yeah,
Taurus, right?
No, she wouldn't be a Pisces. A Pisces ends in March.
Right.
Pisces goes February to March, and then March 20.
She's either an Aries or March 22nd is my birthday.
Remember, he was Mr. March.
Yeah.
2023.
Oh, I remember.
Oh my God.
I mean, I remember.
Yeah. I recall.
All right, my loves. Well, that's the end of our show. Thank you, Chauncey, for making time always for us. And we want to let you guys know about the great stuff Chauncey's doing. Always. What's the best way to follow you, Chauncey?
Just Instagram, DJCHAUNCEYD. Chauncey D.
Okay, so DJ Chauncey D. All right, we love and appreciate you. Come back next week. We're always here from 9 to 10 Eastern. And have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week.
Bye, everybody.
Say bye, Rizzo.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.